Hello, everyone. I'm Mark Snodgrass, and today I wanted to show you how to filter a card that's showing the just a month of data based on the last working day that has occurred. This is based on a question that someone posed in the Domo community forum recently, and I thought it was interesting, so thought I'd record a video and show you how to do it. So let's get started. All right, so you can see here I've just got a basic table card going on with dates. It's got an entry for each day of the year. Going back a ways, this is actually the Domo calendar data set, which is a really useful data set. If you haven't installed that in your data center, I would encourage you to do that. You can leverage it for some different things in Magic ETL that I'm going to use it right now for this demonstration. And there's also different fields in here, and one is called day of the week, DW, shows you what day of the week this date occurred on. So user wanted to be able to filter this card to the month that has the last working day that has occurred in there. So today being March 4th, they want it to be based off of what month the day before was. And is that a working day? And yesterday was a Monday, March 3rd. So we're going to filter to Monday. Trickier though, if we were dealing with yesterday, then the last working day would have been the Friday before, and that would be February 28th. So they would want us to show February. So the first thing that you can do with this, you know that you're going to deal with the current month or the previous month. So one way to help filter that out is by using your date range filter and setting that to the last 2 months. So if we set this to last 2 months, and graph by doesn't really matter right now, but you could graph by none or day. Then now we're just dealing with dates in February and in March right now. So that part helps with that because you know you're not going to go further back than that if going for the last working day. Now we want to figure out when the last working day was. And we're going to build a beast mode. And I've already written it for ease of use here, that we're going to find the last working day. And how we do that is we leverage the day of week function and the current date function. So what's today's date and what day of the week did it land on? And a day of week, when it's a 1, that's a Sunday. So we want to go back, we want to move our date back 2 days. So we're going to subtract 2 days from the current date. So using the date sub function and interval and 2 days, we'll move that back. Then if it was a Monday, so that day of the week is 2, then we're going to move it back 3 days so we can get back to Friday. All other days, we're going to just subtract 1 day because we want to know what the previous day was. Because maybe we're on March 1st and we need to go back 1 day, and that's going to put us in different months. So we need to subtract 1 day. So that's going to give us a date that's adjusted to the last working day. So we've got that function built. Then we want to build another function and leverage that, and that's using the the nested beast mode functionality. And I'm not sure why that did that. That's a first. Let's see here. Let's validate this again. We are good. Save and close. Month to display. Last working day. And we're back. Okay. So we're going to leverage our nested beast mode with this. And we're going to say, hey, when the last day of the date field that's we want to evaluate is the same as the last day of the last working day, then we want to include it. Otherwise, exclude it. So rather than trying to compare the month and the year of each of these fields, the last day function is a great way to do both at the same time because it's just going to move it to the last day of the month automatically. You just evaluate that. Hey, are they the same? And that allows us to evaluate the month and the year at the same time. So this is our nested beast mode field where we did that calculation of that last working day. And we're going to check that and compare it against the date field. So then once we've done that, we can validate that and then bring this month of display in to the filters and filter to include. And then now, since we're in March, we're going to be just showing March data. Our February data goes away. So it's really just that easy, and making use of the nested beast mode to be able to find that last working day and then use that in another function to then display, hey, do we want to display this or not? And using the include exclude logic and bring that into the filters. So hope you found that helpful. And as always, feel free to reach out if you have any questions. Thanks a lot.